What is up, guys? Welcome to the new season, episode number 40, going into season 4. And yes, we've got Champions League. Obviously the group stages will be drawn later on in the episode, but here we have Christophe Ager signed in to be our brand new centre back, and now we're going to get Jacob Ramsey from Aston Villa to be our brand new centre mid, replacing Knight in his starting position. As you can see, we've spent quite a lot of cash. To be fair, we had at least 100 million. I think now we had 80 million, but a few of those we have sold a few players as well, and we have brought in a brand new striker. We've brought in Kasper Dolberg from Hoffenheim for 28.1 million. Billy Sharp has left, Edmondson has left, as well as Daniel Lane, Philip Dagestral, James Bree, also Connor Chaplin as well, Alan Brown, Henry Dawson as well, and Riley Davis. And the massive one that helped us fund most of this is Skinner, selling for £41 million. What a signing that Kasper Dolberg will be. Ager as well. He's been absolute quality during pre-season, and so is Kasper Dolberg. But we didn't win anything during pre-season because we simmed quite a lot of stuff. But from the ratings that I saw them get, they were quite high ratings, like getting 7s and 8s from the centre backs and whatnot. But having Manchester City in the FA Community Shield, as they won the Premier League and we won the FA Cup, but unfortunately fortunes have not favoured us, as Man City still have Haaland in their ranks, and Haaland was a real pain to actually defend against with this team, and it's just been it's been all Haaland. 15 minutes in, Man City find themselves with a corner, and you know who they're going to look to find. It's Haaland right in the centre, and he manages to get ahead on that and puts it past Keller, which, Haaland 15 minutes in already got a brace. You can see why he's probably the best striker in the world. Kylian Mbappe's got no chill. If Mbappe came to the Premier League, I think he'd struggle. But Kasper Dolberg gets in and puts us 2-1. Kasper Dolberg, I believe, will be very much a marquee signing for us. He's now rating 81. Obviously not as good as he was in previous FIFAs, but 81 will do for us, I believe. Getting into that Champions League space, managing to bring in some quality players. I think we haven't stopped there either. We're not in the January transfer window, which we are still looking to find a few more players as the game slightly bugs out and Haaland goes off and tries to celebrate with his manager. But yeah, we do lose the Community Shield final with Haaland scoring a hat-trick. And next up we've got Burnley, or recently promoted Burnley, looking to prove a point. I think they come up, they won the league massively. I think they got like 111 points or 112 points, I can't remember how many it was, but they blew the league or blew championship apart, and yeah, it was just massive victory for them, as they're going to look to push for mid-table and not leave relegation battles behind. But facing them, I think we did rotate. No, we didn't rotate. We went into this with a brand new team, so everyone else was all settling in still. But Bowden not managing to finish his shots. He tries to add a little flick over as well. But a nice little cross from Wes Burns, who, as you see, we have sold James Bree, or Bree should I say, and Tom Edwards. I didn't really enjoy playing with him during that Man City game, so I thought, Wes Burns is a bit quicker than Edwards, so I think that, we're looking to sign a new right wing back, so you'll have to see who we sign later on towards the end of the episode, where obviously the January transfer window will come to a close, as we are playing all of January this time around, and that'll be all but Burnley looking to come back at us and try and get that equaliser nice and early on. But obviously we're in the 75th minute now, Burnley pushing forward, and what can they do? Keller with a fine save from a shot that's very close on. Now once again, a 90th minute trying to defend this Burnley attack now. Bear closes down on the edge of the box, finds a really nice pass, splits our defenders nicely, and yeah, Burnley go ahead and find that late equaliser. I think, if we finish second and there was like 2 points in it from first to second, that is the game that is going to have shot us in the foot. We should have beat Burnley, but yeah, unfortunately we didn't. Now we do have Wolverhampton Wanderers, and looking at their team, I think Nuri looks to be a brand new player that they've signed in, unless they played them last time, but I think Fofana as well seemed to be a new player. But looking at that little injury right there, I think he's going to go off injured as Bowden manages to receive the ball and then turn the defender, nice agile, and finishes it in the back of the net with making it 1-0. That is I believe it's his second goal, so it's 2-2 already for Bowden. Can he look to chase down the Golden Boot this season? And obviously missed out on it last time around as Ajer steps in and makes a solid tackle. Playing with Ajer, he's just been absolutely solid. It's been a very good buy for at least like 39 million or just under 40 million, as most of our signings have been just under that 40 million pound mark. And yeah, Ajer has been brilliant. Kasper Dolberg has been brilliant as well. Ramsey, I think he's taken a little bit more time to embed himself into the squad. I think we are having to swap Brownhill and Ramsey around. So Brownhill gets the RCM spot and Ramsey gets the centre mid spot, which I think suits them that little bit better. But obviously we'll have to wait and see and go through the whole season as Bowden plays in Christensen. Christensen looks to make it a fourth just before the halfway point, but can't only find the advertising board, and the keeper is not troubled at all. Wolverhampton Wanderers has a little dig from Neto to try and find the back of the post, back of the net, but Keller with a fine save. Obviously now we're trying to look to find our fourth as Brownhill gets in the bot area, or just on the edge of the D, has a shot from that mark and only gets the keeper's hand. I don't think Brownhill should be shooting that much. It's not, I suppose most of our centre mids aren't that great. Ramsey has got better shooting, so we may look to find him a little bit more from our centre mid spaces. Bowden smashes it on the volley and keeper forced to make a really good save, but it is now 3-0 full time, and here we have the draw. My God, we have Real Madrid, Roma and RB Salzburg. That is a tough group to actually get out of. So it might be the fact that, next might actually have to do 2 seasons to actually win the Champions League. But as you can see, that Aston Villa have brought back Jack Grealish. That is a real shocker that they've done that, but anyway, Jack Grealish has saw Aston Villa were doing quite well, wasn't getting the game time at Manchester City that he would have wanted, so he's gone back to his boyhood club. Now, what can we do? As we all know, Aston Villa used to be a bogeyed team. Wow, what a shot from Kasper Dolberg, finding the back of the net. Our new number 11, like I say, it's just been absolute quality during the start of the episode. Didn't shine during that Burnley match, but has gotten a goal in the Man City game, the Wolves game and the Aston Villa game. So I think if he goes the same way, I think he'll challenge Bowden for the Golden Boot as well, as they've both been playing off each other, and Dolberg and Christensen being the same nationality should get them quite nicely embedded into the squad. They're playing on the same left hand side, so it should all be good, only when Christensen gets subbed off or Dolberg gets subbed off. And oh my God, Christensen goes for the long range shot and almost finds the top right hand corner of the net, but hits the post instead. That would have been a fine goal, contender goal of the season maybe, who knows. But Brownhill plays through Dolberg. doesn't find the back of the net, fires it straight at the keeper, and unfortunately not getting a second from it, as Wes burns in acres of space. This is why I like him. He finds himself in acres of space, plays in Bowden. Bowden, can he find the back of the net or squeeze it in? No, he cannot. And that is how it will end, 1-0 with Kasper Dolberg's goal, making it all the best. And here we have our new signing, the boy. He's coming back to play for us. Once again, it's Ainsley Maitland-Niles, once in on loan, and now he's back on a permanent in Ipswich Town colours. And we are signing Kieran Dewsbury-Hall from Torino for 19.5 million, and we've also signed a new centre-back from, surprise surprise, not really what thought you'd be, QPR, Rob Dickey, a new centre-back for rotation. There you can see the new games. We start our Champions League campaign as well as a Carabao Cup game against Harrogate, which should be a formality on that one, and Leeds United lead the way, pardon the pun. But I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Like, subscribe and comment your favourite bit, and see who the signings turn out to be a future star. Bye bye.